Hey guys, welcome back. It's Tech. Today I got for you guys my Fabled Deck Profile for July 2018. Um, we're gonna get into this. I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm running for July. I'm running a Fable Merchant build because I feel this is the strongest build that I've played so far that I like compared to some of the other builds. So I run 3 Fable Sokius. When he's in the graveyard, you can send 2 cards from your hand to the graveyard and special summon him from the graveyard to the field. So I run 3 of these. He's pretty good. I might bump him down to 2 in the future. I'm still testing this build, but this is the strongest build I've played so far. I run 3 Fable Grimrow. Grimrow is a searcher for fables. When a fable is face up on the field, you can send her to the graveyard and then search a fable from your deck to your hand. I run 3 Fable Ganasha. Ganasha, when he's discarded, he gets special summon and then he gains 200 attack. So he's a really good beater. So I run 3 of him. I run 3 Fable Kashano. Kashano is really good. When he's in the graveyard, you can discard any Fable, get Kashano to your hand, and then your Fable gets their effect from being discarded from Kashano. So then I run 3 Fable Nizuchi. Nizuchi is really good. You discard 1 Fable, he gets special summon, then you get the Fable's effect, and then you can also special summon another Fable from your hand that's 2 or lower. So I run 3 of him. I also run 3 Fable Cruise. She's really good. When she's discarded, you get to special summon 1 level 4 or lower Fable monster from your graveyard. Then I run 3 Fable Cerberus. Cerberus, when he's discarded, he gets special summon straight to the field. He's really good. He's a 2-star tuner also. And then I run 3 Fable Kate Sith. When he's discarded, you get to select 1 card on the field, face up, and destroy it. So I really like Kate Sith. That's why I run 3. Then I run 3 Lurie. When he's discarded, he gets special summon too, so he's really good. And then I run 3 Fable Chawa. You can discard a Fable, special summon him, and then get another Fable or get the Fable's effect from Chawa that you discarded. So he's really good, and he's a 1-star tuner. And then I run the 3 Magical Merchant, which I was talking about. Merchant, when he's flipped face up, you get to mill cards from your deck to the graveyard until you draw a spell card, and then you add that spell card to your hand. So what happens is, in the Merchant Fable build, is you mill most of your deck until you draw into a spell card, which these are all the spells I have. So what you want to do is get as much lights in the graveyard so that way you can special summon Light Ray Dalius and Light Ray Diablos. So these 2 really come in handy. So that's why I run 3 Merchant. Now I run 3 Dalius because you can special summon him when you have 4 or more light monsters in the graveyard, which my whole deck is light. And what happens is, when you summon him, if there's a field spell on the field, you can pop the field spell and then pop 2 cards on the field. So he's really good. And then I also run the 3 Diablos because when Diablos is special summon, you have to have 5 or more in the graveyard, but you get to select 1 card on the field, look at it, and then put it on the top or bottom of the person's deck. So he's really good. And then I run the White Dragon Wyvern Buster and the Black Dragon Collapse Serpent. I run these because these are my replacement for Reborn Tengu. And the reason I say that is because these are way better than Reborn Tengu. Because what happens is, say you want to summon Collapse Serpent, you remove a light monster because that's all that Collapse Serpent requires, and then you can special summon him to the field, so he's a 4-star. And then what happens is, say if you link summon or synchro summon, then he'll go to the graveyard, and then you get to search the white dragon to your hand from your deck. So, and it's vice versa. So if you use a white dragon, you get to search the black dragon. So this totally replaces Reborn Tengu, and it's really good in this deck. And then I run 3 Honest, because Honest, like, my whole deck is light, and Honest just helps me get over like problem like monsters that I'm having a hard time with, especially since most of my Fables are low in attack. So Honest really helps in this deck. And then I run 1 Raigeki, this is just the board wipe, same with Dark Hole. Monster Reborn, because I can special summon anything from my opponent's or my graveyard. I run the Soul Charge just to bring back monsters. I mean, it costs 1,000 life points for every monster you bring back, but this is really good. Foolish Burial, mainly just to get either Sokius or Kashano to the grave, or if you need another light in the grave to summon one of these. Foolish Burial is really good. I run the 1-for-1 just to get out any level 1 monster I have on the field, if I need it for Synchro or Link Summon or whatever. And then I run the 3 Twin Twisters because it's really spicy in this deck. You discard any Fable, they get their effects, and then you get to pop 2 spell or trap cards on their field. So I run 3 of the Twin Twister, and then I run 3 Mind Control because we have Mind Control at 3, and Mind Control really helps in this deck. I can't stress enough about this card. So you take their monster, and then you link with their monster, or you synchro with their monster, and it's really, really good in this deck. So that's all that I have in my deck. That's 60 cards. But the deck goes fast because of Merchant. So, and then I run for my extra deck. I run 1 Fable Unicorn. This is pretty much a solemn judgment on crack. So, and then I run the 2 Fable Ragin. When he's summoned, if you have no cards in hand, you get to draw 2 cards. I run 1 Bryonic. You discard any card in your hand, and then you get send cards back to their hand. So this really helps, especially since I also get the effects of the Fables from Bryonic. So, and then I run 1 Black Rose. It's just a nuke, so I can nuke the field if I need to. 1 Ancient Sacred Wyvern. This helps for like OTK in my opponent, because he gets, like, say if my opponent's life points are lower than mine, then Ancient Sacred Wyvern gets attack cord into the difference between the life points, and then you can just OTK your opponent with it. And then I run 1 Stardust Dragon, 1 Valkyrius. Valkyrius, you pitch a Fiend, and then you get to draw a card, which is really spicy. And then I run the Trishula. Trishula is really good in this deck. You know, you remove 3 cards from your opponent. It's a great card. I run the Fable Leviathan. Leviathan is awesome in this deck. When he's destroyed by any way and sent to the graveyard, you get to add 3 Fable cards from your graveyard to your hand. So he just replenishes your hand. He's really good. Plus he's a 3k beater. And then I run the Griffin. This is good. You can discard a card and then target a spell or trap in your graveyard and set it to your side of the field. It's like you need 4 monsters in order to link summon it, but it's really good. And then I run the Unicorn. Pretty much discard a card, then target 1 card on the field and return it to the deck. It's really good. I run the Phoenix. Discard 1 card, then target 1 spell or trap your opponent controls and destroy it. The Phoenix is really good. And then Goblin, same with this. You discard 1 card. If this card was co-linked, you can draw 1 card. So, like, these Nightmares and Fables are really good. Like, I'm glad they made these Link monsters. I think Fables needed Link monsters, and these are perfect for Fables. Cerberus. Same here. You can discard one card and then target one special summon monster in your opponent's main monster zone and destroy it. So this is what I run for my extra deck. I might change it up in the future. There's a couple other cards I want to try out, but this is a pretty solid extra deck, I would say. And then this is just in my side deck. I haven't really made my side deck, but Snipe Hunter is really good in this deck. You discard any amount of cards in your hand, and then if you roll a anything between a 1 and a 6, so if you get a 2 and a 5, you get to destroy whatever card you rolled. So if you got a 2, you can destroy something. And it helps because it works with the Fables. It gets their effects off. It doesn't work with Dark World because Dark Worlds don't get their effects because of Snipe Hunter is a cost. So Fables do get their effects, but Dark Worlds don't. I kind of wish it wasn't like that because then I'd run Dark Worlds in here too as well. But that's just how it is. So if you want to run Snipe Hunter, he's really good. Plus he's a dark. Plus if you wanted to, you could throw Black Luster Soldier in here and Void the Beginning. So I wanted to show you guys this duel I had earlier because I can't stress it enough, but Gravekeepers is gonna be a tough deck to face in the future. If you're running Dangers or if you're running Fables or if you're running Dark World, because with Necro Valley, Konami changed the text on Necro Valley to make it where you can't get their effects if they're discarded to the graveyard. So like say if Fable Lurie is, discarded and it's sent to the graveyard, well, it's not going to be special summoned because of Necro Valley. It's the same with Cruz, stuff like that. Now Kate Sith will work. If Kate Sith's discarded, his effect will work, but if anything that's special summoned will not work. So if Ganasha, Lurie, Cruz, any of that stuff is not going to work because of Necro Valley. And I'm going to show you this duel, and I want you guys to really look at this duel and see that it is possible to destroy Gravekeepers, but you have to have certain cards. So here we are, we're going to get into it. Load replay, swap. So I mind control. He plays Solemn Judgment, which was a bad move on his part. Merchant's really good in this deck, like I said. Okay, so that is the end of the duel right there between Gravekeepers. Um, I like, I don't, I can't stress how much I mean by if you're gonna run Fables in the future, against Gravekeepers, you want to have Dalius in your deck and you want to have Kate Sith. And the reason I say that is because Kate Sith and Dalius are the two cards that are going to help you get past Necro Valley. Because if the Gravekeeper player plays Necro Valley and gets ahead, you're going to have a hard time against Gravekeepers. So I stress, if you're going to make Fables in the future, run these two cards. Like, play with different builds, but make sure that these two cards, especially Kate Sith, is in your build. Um, and yeah, this is how the duel went. I managed to beat the Gravekeeper player. Um, just keep this in mind if you're gonna play Fables in the future. Um, Definitely put these two cards in your deck because this will definitely help you guys. But if you guys like this video and you definitely want to see more videos like this, I plan on making more videos with Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro instead of actual cards in real life. So if you guys want to see more videos like this, give me a like, a comment, subscribe, push that bell for notifications when I make another video. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you guys later. Yep, bye.